Alright, here's my recap for the 17th of December, Monday. Here we go. I need to pull up my P&L. We made money today. Traded 32 tickets, which is way more than I would like to trade. Net P&L 231. And I have a reason for that, and I'll tell you why. Let me just get this all fixed. Okay, my first trade here was, I believe, Starbucks, that piece of stuff. Starbucks was my first trade. I saw Starbucks here. Thought it had some bad earnings. I don't know. It sold off in the pre-market. Sold off pretty hard. Pre-market south. Then it gained a little ground in the pre-market just for the, or as the stock opened, it came up and gained some ground, lost VWAP. So usually that's a sign that the stock's going to sell off. Actually really proud of myself here. Went short. Sold down. I thought it was going to break this level. It didn't. It made a hard up. And I thought, okay, well, maybe it'll tap against VWAP. It didn't. It went up at that moment, so I went ahead and executed my stop, which was above VWAP. I saw that it sold down again. And based on the fact that, you know, these candles had some long tails, this looked like a hammer, kind of thought it was going to sell back down to this level here. You know, and eventually it did, but it executed my stop, and so I wasn't able to trade it. This was my target originally. I wanted to see it sell down to here, but I'm not going to get in the habit anymore of staying in trades and having them go against me as bad as they have in the past. So I didn't feel too confident at the open. My track record at the open isn't too great. So, of course, we still had a fair amount of volume. You know, it was under the moving averages, but eventually you see what happened. Turned against me, went up. So, for me, I just didn't want to stay in. And if you look up here on the daily chart, you can see that this is actually a level I had. So it actually sold down into a level, a second day of the move, and that sort of stuff. So I didn't give it a lot of room. Didn't feel comfortable giving it a lot of room. Next trade for me, I believe, was PCG. PCG was another stock that I thought was going to sell off. Went ahead, went short, small size, 250 shares. Now this stock right here was my first trade actually. PCG, I thought was going to sell off all day, and my goal was just to buy it and let it just drizzle off into oblivion. The problem is it didn't want to drizzle off into oblivion. It started forming this flag pattern here. Now, could have went either way, but this is more of a positive flag to me on the 1 minute chart. And when I saw it do this pattern right here, this became evident it was an ABCD pattern. So again, it hit VWAP. I got out. I did because it went on a pretty good run. Never really. I would have had to wait. Let's see, right here. So never really. So I didn't lose very much on that. I think $46. So not too bad there. Again, today was all about risk management. I think I mitigated that pretty good. Bed Bath & Beyond was my next one. And this one I kind of thought it was going to come up, establish a high, and then sell off. And it did just that. Actually, the entry on this I feel pretty good about. What I was looking for was this move where the 9 and the 20 were split pretty far away from each other, and this is pretty extended from VWAP. The only thing is I was a little nervous was the fact that it was so far away from this moving average right here. But in looking at the 15-minute chart on this sucker right here, I did notice that we're getting really close. And I saw that it leveled out, and so I said, I'll go in. If it breaks this level, I'll get out. Again, tight stop. It throws this hammer down doji, even though it's positive. time of day I kind of felt that it's time to get in, especially when it crossed the 9 moving average on the 5. Sold down, and as you can see, it sold down past the moving averages. I went ahead, took some profit, and then it popped back up. I was going to go negative on me. It had already taken some profit, so I went ahead and got out. I didn't want to lose any money. I waited a little while, and I started seeing this consolidation, but a lot of tips. Volume dying off, and I got to thinking, well, maybe it's time for that actual reverse. But I was fearful that this was actually a flag pattern right here. And on the 15-minute chart, it really wasn't showing much, but I wasn't sure, so I got in. I said, if it turns against me in any way, shape, or form, I'm just going to go ahead and get out. And in fact, it did turn against me. I'll show that to you. You can see I stayed in it for a little bit, turned against me, and I got out. I just didn't want to mess with it. It wasn't a very big loss, so I was good with that. So that was the end of my BBY experience. And later off it sold off, but this is because of the market conditions. So again, then on the scanners, Hertz popped up. And this is a trade I'm really proud of. As a matter of fact, I'm really proud of those first 3 losers, even though Starbucks could kiss my butt. This right here, I'm very, very proud of this trade right here. So I see that it's selling up, and I think I saw it around here, and I said, well, I'm going to wait. I have a level right here. This move just started as the market opened. I think it was 5 or 6%. I can't remember how much it was. Yeah, like 6%, something like that. And I said, you know what? I'm going to go at this first top. If it hits this level, or it's getting close to the level, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a short. Well, I took a short right here, 250 shares, because I was fighting my FOMO. I have a problem with FOMO sometimes getting me in a little bit bigger than I need to be in. Then it went up. So this was hotkey errors and things of that nature. I was actually going to sell because I didn't want to be in it for the full move. Then again, I got in. It kind of sold off, but didn't break this level. So that was telling me it was turning into a flag pattern, and in fact, it was an ABCD pattern right here. So I went ahead and just sold, and then I said, well, you know what? I'm either going to do this thing or not. I know that it was going to sell up to there somewhere, but I wasn't sure. So I went ahead and went short, added more, and which was my plan the whole time to average up. And when I had sold off, I took profit. It actually executed my target. And where did I get that price target from? I got that price target from right here. I was trying to get to this 1504 level. It didn't get that 1504 level, but it started showing strength here at this moving average on the first pullback, so I kind of felt like I wanted to get out of it. The next sell-up, I was actually watching this, but I had found another stock to get into, and I wanted to take it short one more time. But at this point, I was already in something else, so I really couldn't take it short. But as you can see, it sold down, and it did in fact execute that $15 level that I've been looking for. I got that $15 level again off the 15-minute chart. Again, my entry on this was this last gasp of air right here. I see some big volume here. It sells up. I got some moving averages spreading apart. It's away from VWAP. So there's a lot of things for me that got me into it. And then of course, this hammer got me, or this got me out. This 2-candle pattern got me out. But then getting in here at this level, I would have been more than happy to jump in on that, just because that was almost a red to green move. So yeah, that was my trade on Hertz. My last trade of the day, and this is probably the most trades I've made in like weeks, was Lion. Lion was up on some sort of merger news, and I had waited for this stock the whole time. It ran up to 25%, something like that. Typically when they run up that much, they always come back. My target was 25.37, and you can see it was executed. I had no idea it would sell down to 24.38, so I'll just go over this trade real quick. Lion for me was something I saw sell up, sell off, hold these moving averages in VWAP, and I said to myself, if it becomes a double top, I'm going to go ahead and enter at the top and set my stop. I think I had picked a pretty decent stop. If I'm looking at the, let me see here. If I'm looking at, okay. I mean, at the time I got in, it was like clear here, and I think I set my stop here at 26.70, something like that. Yeah. When it started to sell off, I added more, and I got into the 1,500 shares. As it started to come down, I guess I probably should have stayed into it, but I wanted to take some profit, and at that point I started lowering my stop down. Right here, I went ahead and had to go to work, so I set a range order at break even, and then where I thought it would sell down to. Where did I get that level? I got that level right here. Right here. This is where I got the level in. And I originally wanted this level, but excuse me, I did not want that level. I wanted 25, this level right here, 25.08, and I got that level from a 5% move from the top. But yeah, this level was fine with me, 25.41. I felt that it would come back to this level of consolidation, and it did. I think we had some sell-off in the market, so that's what preempted it to go down even more. And that's how we wound up our day. We wound up our day positive. Net P&L 231. Paid a lot in commissions, as we do right now. And so we'll look forward to trading